Hey everybody! Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. In this video, I will be showing you how to create this very easy and very quick to make flipbook. This style is great for beginners as well as longtime crafters, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. For the base of this flipbook, you will need a sheet of paper that measures 8.5 inches by 11 inches. I just cut mine out of a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper. You will also need a note card and an envelope that is the same size of the note card you are using. I recommend keeping the size of your note card and envelope 5 inches or less. So go ahead and take your note card and place it at the top of your page. Then place your envelope underneath it, like I've done here. Next, you want to mark with a pencil where the edges of your envelope lie. Once that is done, take a pencil and a ruler and draw lines connecting those two marks you made to the outer edges of your paper. Alright, and once that is done, just take some scissors, cut out those squares that you made, and then you'll have the base of your flipbook ready to go. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and glue the envelope down into place. This is completely optional, but personally I like to glue the flap of the envelope down as well, just to kind of create the illusion of the envelope being a pocket instead of an actual envelope. Like I said, this is optional. You are more than welcome to not glue the flap of the envelope down and keep it as an envelope instead of a pocket. Alright, and once your envelope is glued down, go ahead and take your note card and glue it into place above the envelope. Be mindful when doing this not to glue the note card over the crease of the envelope because we will be folding there after this step. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and create some score marks in our flipbook base just so that the pages will be able to fold nicely. If you do not have a scoreboard, you can go ahead and just fold by hand using the envelope in the middle of the flipbook as a guide. So I'm just using my cutting board here because I don't actually have a scoreboard, and I'm just taking a scoring tool and running it along the edges there, as you can see. I'm just leaving the tiniest bit of space in between the envelope and the score marks. And to create the fold where the envelope is, I'm just going to score on the crease of the actual envelope where the flap was, where we glued it down. And yeah, once that is done, you are ready to begin decorating your flipbook. Alright, so before I actually start decorating my flipbook, I like to glue down some decorative scrapbook paper that matches the theme of my flipbook on those blank pages there. So I'm just taking this black and white polka dot paper that is actually from a Christmas paper pad, and I'm just measuring out the pieces of paper that I will need, and then I'm gluing them down onto those pages. Now don't worry if the paper that you cut out for these pages isn't perfect. I actually usually like to cut bigger pieces just so that I know it's going to fit onto the page And if it's bigger, I can just go ahead and cut off the excess later than if I was to cut it too small. Alright, and once those two sides have paper on them, I also like to add some of that same paper inside the note card just to kind of keep the theme cohesive. So I'm just going to do that now, once again measuring out how big the note card is and then cutting a piece of paper that is slightly bigger just to make sure it fits, and then I'll glue it down and trim off the excess. Okay, so now once again, this step is completely optional, but I like to take some of that same paper I used inside of the note card and on the 2 pages, and I like to glue it down inside of the envelope just to, once again, keep the theme cohesive. So all you need to do is go ahead and cut some paper off from your scrap of paper and make sure it's as wide as your envelope, but it doesn't have to be as long. And then go ahead, make sure it fits inside your envelope, and then just add some glue to the top of it, slip it down inside of the envelope, and secure it into place. Alright, and once that is done, you are ready to decorate and embellish your flipbook. So I decided to decorate off camera, and here is the final result. I originally wanted to have a black, white, and gray theme, but when I was actually decorating my flipbook, I found some really pretty blue pieces and I couldn't help but just go ahead and add them in. I think that it ended up turning out really nice, and you can see that I just went ahead and added some pockets that I made out of different scrapbook paper that matched the theme. And in those pockets, I just slipped some tags and some goodies for my pen pal. And I just added some ephemera and embellishments here and there to decorate it. I made a, I guess you could call it like a faux banner, like a fake banner in the middle with it on the envelope there. I just cut some little banner shapes out of that scrapbook paper and glued them down. And then when you flip the note card up there, you can see that there is yet again another pocket with a tag in it, and below that another pocket that I just went ahead and put some project life cards in. So this flipbook has so much room to work with, and it's very easy to make once you get the base done. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this tutorial inspired you. If it did, and if you do decide to make a flipbook like this, I would love to see your creations. So please feel free to tag me at Bambi's Mail on Instagram. I will link that down below. Alright you guys, take care and happy crafting. Bye!